Mafia: The City of Lost Heaven from 2002 and Mafia Definitive Edition from 2020 are both great games, however they could have been even better in my opinion. One thing that was missing from both games that could have really improved the story would be a cutscene showing Tommy Angelo ratting on the Salieri crime family. In both games, Mafia 2002 and Mafia Definitive Edition 2020, players never actually see Tommy Angelo testifying in court against the Salieri crime family. People seem to forget that Tommy Angelo was a rat who ratted on his entire family to get Salieri in prison in order for protection. In court, Tommy Angelo would have to look at Ralphie Vincenzo Don Salieri and the rest of the Salieri crime family in the eyes and confirm their association with the crime family. A cutscene of Tommy Angelo in court testifying against the Salieri crime family would have been amazing to watch. It would help tie up the ending even more. If such a scene were to ever exist, I would imagine the scene would be very similar to the 1990 movie Goodfellas, where Henry Hill looks at his former friends and associates and testifies against them. Mafia 1's scriptwriter Daniel Vavra wrote the following message on Twitter after Ray Liotta, the actor for Henry Hill in Goodfellas, passed away. This guy and Martin Scorsese and my mom, who took me to the cinema to see Goodfellas when I was 15, are the reason Mafia was made. The film was true revelation to me and influenced my work quite profoundly. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta, and thank you for everything. As you can see, the 2K Mafia Game franchise would not exist without the movie Goodfellas. And a fun fact for Mafia Game fans, the actor who played Paul Cicero in Goodfellas is Paul Sorvino, the father of Tommy Angelo's voice actor Michael Sorvino. Since we never see Tommy Angelo testifying in court in Mafia 2002 and Mafia 2020, it's hard to imagine what his testimony speech would be like and what he would say. However, in Mafia 2 2010, we can actually find Tommy Angelo's testimony. In the loading screens of Mafia 2, snippets from Tommy Angelo's testimony is revealed. In the text default SDS file, we can find all references to Tommy Angelo in Mafia 2. A pentito is a term used for a mafioso who turns informant. In the late 1930s, Tommy Angelo famously informed on the Salieri family in Lost Heaven, and in doing so revealed the inner workings of the Mafia to both law enforcement agencies and the American public. Tommy Angelo's testimony, Trial of Ennio Salieri, 1938. The guy who wants too much risks losing absolutely everything. Of course, the guy who wants too little from life might not get anything at all. I became a criminal because I did not want to become a victim. Tommy Angelo's testimony, Trial of Ennio Salieri, 1938. I became a criminal because I did not want to become a victim. Lost Heaven is rotten to its core. Even the police and politicians are in hock to Mr. Salieri or his associates, and a wider network most certainly exists between gangs in other American cities and even overseas. I am describing a way of life that was brought over from the Eleven Groves of Palermo 50 years ago and hasn't changed one bit. An honored society which operates above the law. I witnessed at least 15 occasions where murders were sanctioned by Ennio Salieri himself. He orders the deaths of his employees and clients in the same way that a gardener pulls weeds from his flower bed. At all times, we operated with layers of deniability. The boss passed orders down the ranks, and each rank distanced itself from the crime. Mugs like me and Paulie took the risks, while the top guys sat comfortably and safely in their homes. Bootlegged alcohol brought in a lot of money, but that wasn't it. I knew pimps, loan sharks, forgers, and smugglers who operated under license from Salieri and kicked money back to him. When you are a member of these gangs, your life is based on violence, and it will most likely end violently. Very few men who choose this line of work die a natural death. Ennio Salieri preys on people's fears of losing what they have, so they become obedient to the protection he promises them. If a regular guy like me could kill the most powerful man in the city, what good was all his power? It seemed to me that no matter how strong someone is, there'll always be somebody stronger to clip his wings. When you work for the Mafia, you're respected by the people you meet. Everybody knows you can help them, but you can also destroy their lives. The choice is yours. Most guys get into this line of work because of a thirst for power. They don't care about anybody's rules other than their own. Look at what happened during Prohibition. A handful of poor, uneducated immigrants from Sicily became stronger than all of the laws, courts, and police here in the States. That took some doing. You know, the world isn't run by laws written on paper, it's run by people. Some according to laws, others not. It depends on each individual how his world will be, how he makes it. There's no such thing as honor among thieves. These men take oaths of loyalty, but to their bosses, these pledges are simply means to sanction murder and justify reprisals. Now, Tommy Angelo testifying in court is not cut content for Mafia 2002 and Mafia 2020. This is just something I wish was added to the Mafia remake. Another thing that could have made the first Mafia game better would be a mission or cutscene of Tommy Angelo and Sarah's wedding. We never see Tommy and Sarah getting married, which is a shame. A wedding like the Godfather movie would have been great. In the remake, they added a cutscene in the epilogue of Tommy Angelo's daughter getting married, which was not present in the original game. So I don't see why they could have added a courtroom cutscene of Tommy Angelo testifying and a cutscene of Tommy and Sarah's wedding. But I'm just nitpicking here. Both games are still good, but these are just two things that could have made the game even better. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel below for more Mafia game content. Thank you.
Lake Park, scene dark, silvery moon is shining through the trees. Cast to me you, sound of kisses floating on the breeze. Act 1,